I don't want to spend too long on this, because fuck, it feels like there's just been so much drama recently, you know? But, yeah, we had a little bit of people getting angy. Just a little bit of people getting angy, and it's not lost on me. It's not lost on me that everyone who has been angy and coming out of the woodwork about Crime Boss and I doing stuff together again, they all seem to be Payday people. They all seem to be Payday people who expect everyone who is interested in Crime Boss to, I guess, know everything about Payday instead. It's very weird. It's a very weird thing. So I feel like a lot of these people bitching probably don't even care about Crime Boss. They just see this as a way of, hey, we can harm the competition to Payday, so let's do it. So this guy privated his account. This guy privated his account, so you can't even see can't even see anything anymore. I guess you know, you go out and tell lies on the internet, but you're the victim when you get backlash for it. A lot of these people are just like, har har, oh, look at all these retards upset. It's like, wow, you lie about someone that is relatively liked and people get mad at you. Shocking, I know. But this is part of the thread that I thought was funny. And he said, they were removed because you assholes went after the writer of the article under the form a fucking crusade while crying victim for a bitch that won't ever give a shit about you. You didn't refute shit. You're all Nazis. Suck my fat fucking cock. Well, he said dick, whatever. But, yeah, this is him trying to say that the articles got removed because we harassed fucking Freaky Phil over there, which is kind of crazy. Kind of like, there was no harassment campaign, and it wasn't someone with a chip on the block trying to use their position at Vice to deal harm to a biological woman. No, it was us doing damage to the poor little journalist. What a fucking freak. Then someone came in here to try and correct the record, saying they were removed because of a cease and desist. It was severe enough that the writer was fired. Same writer who thinks women belong in breeding farms, by the way. That alone brings into question the validity of your entire source, so please give me something besides my fifis. And then the Payday retard goes, so you're denying that Kirsche herself not only calls her fans Ku Klux Kirsches, which they can't even keep their lies straight, buddy. First it was you guys call me Ku Klux Kirsche. Now it's I call you guys that. That doesn't even make any sense. What are we doing? And also, obviously, yes, denying it. Because that was part of the harassment campaign. That is something people who hate me called me. Because they're fucking mentally ill. You're also denying that she reposted the tweet of a fan where there was a plushie of her next to a fascist book. This is gonna be a loop for, like, the rest of my fucking life, isn't it? I'm gonna, like, wake up like Dr. Octagonopus one day and be like, femboys must die! It's like, actually, first of all, not everyone who owns a controversial book owns the book because they believe in the things in the book. This guy had commie books as well. And even regardless of that, regardless of whether he's like some goose-stepping femboy getting his pussy packed by Hitler's best officer, or if he's just like, I'm gonna read controversial books, whatever. Regardless of that, I don't control those people.
Spicy cat raid. What the hell is a spicy
it's like she's got one fan who has a Nazi book, okay? And I have 100,000 plus followers on multiple platforms. What the fuck do you... I'm sure I have people who follow me that also don't like me. What are we playing at? And this, he's been posting screenshots, I guess, from, like, the Discord where people were talking to the community managers. I think my mod said that somebody during Side Scroller said that, Michael was the CEO. He's not the CEO. He's community manager. So he's like, what is this answer? We're not pandering or partnering with her, but we are partnering with her. Actual joke of a company. Things are that bad. No spine whatsoever. Once again, just a Payday guy who knows nothing about anything. And then, I think the weirdest instance, I finally posted, like, a grok thing. Like, I've made a tweet before about how the origin of the whole Ku Klux Kirsche thing was bint. But if you ask Grok about it, Grok, who is the first instance of calling me Ku Klux Kirsche, search all of Twitter. And it obviously comes up with bint. And if you go to this tweet, you'll see people in the tweet, if he hasn't deleted it. It's probably archived. But if you go to the responses to that tweet, you have everybody who hates me saying how good of a nickname it is for me and how they're going to use that in the future, which they did. Anyone using that nickname is somebody who hates me And the only screenshot people post is fucking Jack mocking the people harassing me by calling me that nickname. We're allowed to call you that nickname completely unironically, but you're not allowed to, like, fucking be sarcastic about it and make fun of us for calling you that nickname. That makes you a Nazi. So I had made a tweet at this other person who is also calling me Nazi. Bro has zero idea what he's even yapping about. And he even quote retweeted this and said, I was wondering why my mentions suddenly got really racist, offensive, and slur-filled. Your reputation precedes you. You're wonderful at spreading hatred just like everyone expected. And thankfully, people fucking checked him in the comments. Help! People are upset I'm spreading lies! I'm the real good boy! And there was a manga fan here. So I'm scrolling the replies and I don't see any slur or racist remarks beyond one person calling you retarded, which is the tamest insult on the internet. The fuck are you talking about? Also, have you never been in a soccer Twitter thread? I haven't. And he says, seriously, what the fuck are you referring to? Here are the, as of now, 12 replies to your tweet that Kirsche quote retweeted, as well as the other quote retweet. And he's just like, where are the slurs? Where are the people being like racist or whatever? They don't exist. They're not here. Where are the slurs, buddy? Where are the slurs? I said, you have the mental aptitude of a tungsten cube, and then I post the grok write-up of the earliest use of Ku Klux Kirsche, because he posted Jack being sarcastic and making fun of the people harassing me. Crazy how easy it is to find receipts on you. They're not receipts, by the way. You're just fucking functionally retarded. And I started feeling bad because I was like, oh no. I think this guy might actually be, like, low-functioning autistic. And I shouldn't call someone who's actually low-functioning autistic retarded because that's actually rude. That's actually mean. You don't want to actually apply that to somebody who is mentally deficient. So you reply with a fucking grok prompt. I'm not reading that. I know you just gave me evidence that proves me wrong, but I'm not reading it because grok. And so I explained, yeah, I was trying to show you the date of usage, my guy. That's something people harassing me called me. The screenshot you posted is a community member mocking the people who had been calling me that. And so he says, so it's a name that's been used before that screenshot. Like, that's some kind of gotcha? Are you high? Unlike your automatic from response? ESL? Am I hearing that right? Your fans are saying they like the name too. You keep running in circles. Yeah, I'm sure there are people who enjoy watching me who wish I was the extremist that you people paint me to be. I'm sure they exist. What are we talking about? I'm sure there's extremists in every audience. One guy out of hundreds of thousands means literally fucking nothing. And I don't even know who this person is beyond that. Like, not that that matters, right? I'm not going to remember everyone's name, especially if they have a different name on Twitter from fucking Twitch or YouTube. But it's like, even if I did know who they were, they're not me. Their actions do not reflect me. They are their own person. These people are insane. It's funny, all of these people who never talk about Crime Boss, talking about boycotting Crime Boss, yeah. And then I was like, you blocked me and then unblocked me just to make yourself look even dumber. So like sometime after I posted this response, and before he posted this, he blocked me and then I guess unblocked me to post this, and he's claiming it was actually an admin's blue blocker that triggered BT dubs. This guy is a 2,600 follower account that supposedly has multiple admins running it. And they even have a blue blocker that somehow didn't block me previously. It just blocked me after multiple interactions, right? It didn't block me after this interaction. It didn't block me after that. And if it had blocked me prior to that, he would have had to unblock me to quote retweet me here. So like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why, what is this? This guy's thread got deleted too. And it's like, respond to guy proud of spreading lies, bothering the devs directly with said lies, gets blocked. It's almost as if these people know they're lying and just want the power trip. Once again, not a Crime Boss guy, a Payday guy. Funny that. He was all happy talking about how he made the post on the Crime Boss subreddit. That you should be all right deleting it since I'm not a Nazi, yeah? Immediately blocks me. And then he, thank you for at least promoting my article on Bridge, though. I appreciate that. And then after he gets called out, he tries tagging the game. And he's like, the fans of this Nazi bitch you're endorsing are harassing me now. You're the one spreading lies. You're being corrected on your lies. You're not being harassed. You can't throw shit and then get upset that people don't want to smell it, you know? Like, what? They rail so hard against me. Once again, I do believe it's because Payday people just want to get an edge on Crime Boss and be upset at them because they're edging in on the heist territory. Because otherwise, why are none of these people having the same exact ire for someone like Chuck Norris, who unironically is of the mind that being gay is blasphemous to God? Like, if these people had standards, they would be upset at Chuck Norris as well. How dare you throw stones at my glass house? Only I can cast these stones. So if you hit play on this video... I don't understand why that is always associated specifically with Nazis, because that was just a marching song. But it's still really weird, right? Like, in isolation, this could have been funny as a joke, but it's not in isolation. It's in order to paint the devs as bad people, because these people genuinely believe that I am some kind of... they don't genuinely believe I'm some kind of Nazi. They say that because it gets them what they want, usually. So, Saw Runner's like, what do you mean? Isn't this what you want? I was like, no, never has been. Does the truth matter to you at all? Are you seeing the shit your fan base is replying with? You're not slick with it. Which, my fan base wasn't replying with anything. Like, there's one guy in the comments who was like, this actually goes pretty hard, though. And again, in isolation, if it weren't people getting their panties all in a bunch... trying to paint me as a Nazi and trying to attack the devs because they want to paint me as a Nazi. It could be funny, but we're not in a vacuum. Notice he didn't answer the question. Oh, you'll notice that quite a lot more. So I was like, I don't have magic controls over other people, nor do I even know what you're referring to. Maybe stick to me and what I do in a conversation about me. Unless, of course, you know you're lying and don't care. And again, he doesn't answer the question. You just randomly happen to attract an audience overwhelmingly consisting of alt-right weirdos. Once again, you can't stick to me or my behavior. I would just like you to not spread lies about me or harass the devs based on those lies. And he says, I'm focusing on you. Your fan base is an extension of your online persona. It's who you cater to. Where the fuck have I ever said a word about the devs? Fuck off with the virtue signaling. The projection from these kinds of non-sentient beings always impresses me. And so, like, the only response to something like this that is a unmovable object that wishes to just drown in its own lies is... sorry, man, I just found out you're a pedophile and I can't interact with pedos on Twitter. And so his response was, the hungry man thinks of bread, I guess, which... you're the one lying and calling me a Nazi, so that applies to you as well, you brainlet. So I was like, God damn, you're a pedophile and a Nazi? Pick a struggle, man. And I think the best part about this is he was the one that made this thread. You can see the Saw Runner name here on the Payday subreddit. He made a subreddit thread about me and Crime Boss on the Payday subreddit, and so thankfully the mods removed it. But he just spills his spaghetti. They have a Nazi partner, but it's okay because they dropped her before, actually. Also, when did I ever say the studio is bigoted or whatever? I'm sure they're lovely people working there. The community manager is just a weirdo. No, you know who the weirdo community manager was? The one who dropped me in the first place and caused all of these issues for everyone. I'm upset they partnered with the same Nazi once again. The heat around her controversies died down. That sentence is parodying you. If you don't know who Kirsche is and why she was previously dropped from her Crime Boss partnership, I invite you to read this thread. TLDR, an openly Nazi/fascist streamer. I mean, she calls her fan base Ku Klux Kirsche, and I had to unspoiler that, by the way. He even spoilered it. And for some reason, people are like, went the Nux Taku route. Nux is literally fucking Israeli. Nux had people die in the bombings in the sandbox, brother. What are we even talking about? I don't think I responded to this person at all, but, Anna Mari. I don't know why there's a ton of, like, also Italians upset. Italians, what is you doing? Like, it seems like it's really weird. Italian Payday players upset at Crime Boss. But, they took down a Nazi VTuber, or they took known Nazi VTuber Kirsche back in. Saw Runner, that other guy that we saw, the drinking the Soylent Green, made a whole post on the Payday subreddit about it. But if you want to know more, here's a whole thread on her history of bigotry. And I found it really interesting. To say that because she has this straw page about me. Hello, my name is Anna, but I also go by Mari/Marigold. I go by she, her pronouns. I'm Italian. I'm 20. I have both ADHD and autism. I love to play Payday. I'm noticing a lack of people liking Crime Boss. Fortnite and COD Zombies. I'm also an average tech enthusiast. I'm trans lesbian. Yeah, that's about it. Bye, wankers. So that means I'm aunt status or something. Do not initiate and more. So they don't want pedophiles, TERFs, MAGA, fascists, homophobes, transphobes, Zionazis. Oh, they combined Zionist and Nazi. That's clever. French people. This one's a joke. Do not initiate. 2, Charlie Kirk got boxed like a fish. A skill issue on his end. They took a known Nazi VTuber back in. Some other delusional man made a whole thread about it. Here's a thread full of lies. Charlie Kirk got boxed like a fish. And then Trump and the MAGA party are all pedophiles. All right? I don't know what kind of glass house you think you're throwing stones in, buddy boy, but that ain't it. That ain't fucking it. What the heck? What the frick? And then this individual, I have absolutely no idea who the fuck this is. And so I think it's just like some cry for attention. It's wild when I posted a discussion about my worry of this deal with this racist and transphobic. I got brigading my post by her fans that don't even own the game, along with DMs on here on X telling me to kill myself. How are people gonna go to your Twitter if you're talking in like Steam discussions unless you have your Twitter linked on your Steam profile? And how many people are gonna take the effort to make that leap to then go and send you a DM? Who is this person? What is happening? Don't send DMs to people if for some reason someone in my audience did that. Don't send DMs harassing people. You've already lost the plot if you do that. The fact that other discussions are saying she got her game back, it truly shows it's not about the game and the community's overall health. It's about some ugly, racist white bitch's fragile ego. Oh, a twofer. They're also racist. That's crazy. Who is this bitch? What's she doing? I just call them a fucking retard in public. Yeah, exactly. Fucking care to comment on this? Developer? Do you care to comment on all of this shit I made the fuck up? Do you like to waste your time on a 101 Twitter follower account claiming a bunch of garbage that didn't happen? These people have like an insane level of perceived self-importance. Legitimately, how can we take action against the bad actors that are supposedly among us if they don't show the DM? It's almost like they're lying. Yep. And I've asked people for, like, in the past, there was some, like, I don't know, femboy VTuber who claimed that my audience was harassing him. I can't remember the situation at this point in time, but I DM'd him and I was like, hey, buddy, if anyone in my audience is doing that, I'd like to know. Can you show me a screenshot? And instead of showing me screenshots of people being, like, offensive or homophobic or calling him slurs in his DMs, he showed me screenshots of one person saying that his model was ugly, and another screenshot of a person who didn't even follow me calling him the F-slur. And I was like, well, I have no idea who these people are. This one doesn't even follow me. This one's name doesn't even come up in my Discord or in my stream chat, so these aren't people I can do anything about. And even then, this isn't even, like, this isn't that bad. I get this on a regular basis, buddy. Like, I have to deal with this day in and day out. You just ignore it. And I was like, if anything happened, like if people in my audience start sending you death threats in your DMs or something, fucking tell me. But instead, he just went back to railing on, Kirsche's a bigot and her audience, they're harassment brigade, when he couldn't show any evidence of it. And I was like, you know what? You've ruined it for everyone else. Anytime someone in the future says that my audience is harassing them, I'm just not gonna believe them. Because I asked you for evidence, you couldn't give me any. And then you went on to continue slandering my audience anyways. So I'm gonna believe them over you, buddy. They just never survive a fraction of the time the rest of us put up with all day if they're that fragile. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And what I think is extra funny, right? I keep pointing out that everyone who is getting angry is from Payday and not from Crime Boss community. This is from March 18th this year. Starbreeze Entertainment partners with Vice Studios to develop adaptations based on Payday. That's kind of funny. That's kind of interesting. Well. Oh, no wonder the games went to shit. Yeah. Starbreeze Entertainment has entered into a partnership with Vice Studios, Gangs of London, to create film and television adaptations based on the Payday franchise. The collaboration supports Starbreeze's strategy to expand the Payday franchise into new entertainment formats while continuing to grow the brand across games. Under the agreement, Starbreeze will work with Vice to adapt Payday for audiences beyond the game, across screens and other formats. The parties will collaborate closely to ensure that future adaptations capture Payday's tone, characters, and high-stakes heist energy, while inviting new audiences into the franchise. Our goal is to grow Payday from a game into a full entertainment platform owning the heist genre, said Adolf Christensen, CEO of Starbreeze. Oh my god. All these people calling me a Nazi, and their CEO is named Adolf? Come on, guys. What are we doing here? Payday is the cornerstone franchise for Starbreeze, and we're highly selective about partners who can expand its universe beyond games. VoD Studios is the perfect partner for this project, combining creative ambition with the production capability to develop premium adaptations that feel authentic to Payday. Payday has a world that's bigger than the game itself, said Amy Powell, president of VoD Studios. There's mythology behind the masks and a crew of characters with real history that is incredibly exciting to explore. Partnering with Starbreeze Entertainment, we're excited to build a universe and see how far it can go on screen. Rip Payday, I guess, yeah? It all makes so much sense now. We got some updates on the new brave transgender women in the WNBA. Royce White saying, they're really showing their true colors. Everybody was all pride this, inclusion that, until Royce popped up on the scene. Now, it's get surgery, take hormones, wear a dress. The hypocrisy is astounding. Now, look at all these true scum, all these trans medicalists saying that this brave trans woman needs to get surgery. How could they do this? These haters don't care about blacks, they don't care about Wamixin, and they don't care about transgenders. You're all fake allies. You don't know my struggle. That's true. He is a strong, independent black transgender woman, and how dare you say that he's not? What are you, transvestigating now? They deny my existence and participate in this trans genocide because I say it like it is. A black Wamixin can't even call a spade out here? Being a Wamixin is an experience. It's not biological or scientific. Evolutionary biology is cis-normative, patriarchal, white supremacist. There's no such thing as gender. It's a choice. It's fluid. Like, my body is my choice and it's full of fluid. Please don't fill it with extra fluid. I am both, I am neither, I am beyond. This is my ladyboy magic era. The moon is in the house of Capricorn.
I'm gonna live my best life. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna be the beautiful black queen I was meant to be.
Speak
and
your
none
truth,
of you are gonna
queen!
rain on my parade. Because when you start to spew that hatred and that bigotry, and you start to tell me that I need to subject myself to the same big pharma. Isn't it ironic? The same big pharma you say is responsible for the brutal murder of 3 children, the strangulation of 3 small children, the same big pharma you say is ultimately responsible for that, for Lindsay Clancy, is the same big pharma you want me to subject myself to.
That's so true. If it's Big Pharma's fault that Lindsay Clancy killed her children, why would you want this beautiful trans woman to subject themselves to that kind of arena? If they're willing to do that to 3 small white children, imagine what they'll do to a black transgender. They're marginalized. That's horrific. How dare you?
In order to solidify my transition. Well, Royce is a little bit smarter than that. Royce is not going to let anybody determine what constitutes as a legitimate transition. Don't worry about my hormones. Don't worry about my genitalia. Don't worry about my wardrobe. I had somebody tell me online that Royce can't wear a suit.
That's very
That
misogynistic.
Royce can't wear a suit and a wig.
Look at these trans misogynists out here.
That's not
trans misogynists saying that, oh, now you have to dress a certain way if you want to be a woman. What kind of attire makes a woman? How about that? Why does he have to wear a dress if he doesn't want to? Look at Hillary Clinton. She's a pillar. Look at her pantsuits. Aren't they beautiful?
That's not trans. Call the ITC. Call the International Trans Court. and tell them your complaints about my transgender dress code. You got to complain about my black trans lesbian dress code?
Chat, you're right. I misgendered her. You're a she. It's a she. I'm sorry. I did not mean to misgender this powerful trans woman. And just There's the only way that I can make up for it is by paying reparations. I gotta donate $10 trillion to a transgender charity.
Call the ITC. Call the ITC and you file an official complaint. Royce is going to dress how she wants to dress. And to be honest, I think all of you Decepticons out there.
Decepticons.
All you Decepticons out there who, for some reason, think that you need to change your hormones, have a surgery, talk to a therapist, and dress like a woman in order to be a transgender. I mean, isn't that cis-normative? Why would a man need to wear long fingernails, get boobs?
The way that he said "get boobs" sounds almost like the way that it sounds. It would be a good sound alert, honestly. Get boobs.
Cut off his clitoris. and have the confirmation of anybody in order to be a transgender.
Why do you want him to cut off his little clitty? He put a doily on it. It's a feminine penis now.
Why? We believe all women. If you say you're a woman, you're a woman. That's how y'all wanted to play it. That's how Royce is going to play it.
Hell yeah,
if you say you're a woman, you're a woman. That's the rule. If you feel like a woman, being a woman is an experience. It has nothing to do with biology. Sex does not proceed from biology, and genitalia does not determine gender. Reproductive organs do not determine gender. That's how y'all wanted to play it, so that's how Royce is going to play it. Okay. I'm a beautiful black trans lesbian, and you all better start showing me the respect that I deserve.
That's true. That's true. That's what's been demanded of us for ages. You must respect the brave trans women. Respect was no longer earned. It had to be freely given, lest we get attacked. So you too must respect Royce. Her powerful aura. You can feel it.
Royce deserves to be respected as a black woman. And you know, it's just funny. I haven't gotten any calls from Vanity Fair. I haven't gotten any calls from Sports Illustrated to do a body edition. I haven't gotten any calls from the Grammys or the Oscars or any of these other award shows that want to give me a Lifetime Achievement Award for my bravery, my stunningness and my bravery. Give me a Woman of the Year award. Why is that? Is it political?
That's true. That's a good question. Everyone else has been able to just become a woman and then get all of these awards and accolades and, like, you know, centerfolds, front page spreads. Why are they keeping my strong black woman down here? Why are they trying to keep her from getting the accolades that she deserves?
Because surely it's not my look. Surely you don't think that Royce is ugly. Surely you're not saying that a beautiful black queen like Royce isn't slaying.
True.
So why don't I get any Woman of the Year awards? Why don't I get any praise, any recognition? Why doesn't Royce get any recognition? Why doesn't Royce get recognition from the woke mob?
I hope that once we're on the other side of all of this retarded commie bullshit, I would unironically want to see a fucking statue of this guy in his wig. I want that. He helped save us, man. He deserves the statue.
The woke left. I have to go get on hormones? I have to, don't bully my hormones. I have to go get on hormones to get recognized as a transgender. I have to go sit with a therapist. I have to go get a surgery to be a legitimate transgender. I don't understand it.
It's just true scum propaganda.
I really don't understand. There are more requirements to prove you're a transgender than to prove you're eligible to vote in this country. I never knew that. This false advertisement.
One day, I hope that a beautiful black transgender woman such as her, who wants to play in the WNBA, has just as many rights as firearms in our country.
Gender communities, I'm getting ready to bring a class action suit against the transgender community for false advertisement. You all told me to to believe all women. And if you feel like a woman, then you are a woman. And now I become a woman. I become a black trans lesbian. And you all tell me that I need to show, a government issued ID. Well, I'm a black trans lesbian. It's
He's got a fucking Founder's Bible and a Trump 2024 thing on his desk with like the seal of the president flag and the American flag.
hard for us to get government issued ID.
That's true. That's true. It's hard for him to get a government ID. He's black and transgender. Those people don't know how to get IDs. Why are you disenfranchising him? I'm sorry, chat. It's just so hard for me. It's so hard for me because I'm a stupid fucking chud to remember her pronouns. We have an ad here. Enes, Kantes, and Royce White star in the newest woke WNBA ad. I know we're all tired of woke advertisements, but this one might be all right. We run this. This is women's basketball, and they have the 6'7" meme on their jerseys.
What is a woman?
Being a woman.
Is not so black and white, and size doesn't matter.
That's our motto.
Okay. What does being a woman mean to you?
Buckets.
Buckets.
It's like a fucking Letterkenny skit, dude.
Apparently us.
Watching that, I can only think of the hockey bros from Letterkenny, dude. Buckets of chicken, buckets of water from when they come, because they're a woman.
How?
Judge clears the way for Pressley's family to rake in a share of the $2 billion courthouse deal after a bid to block it has been tossed out. Can't stop government corruption, chat. Rep. Ayanna Pressley's husband is one step closer to cashing in on the biggest state courthouse contract in Massachusetts history after a Superior Court judge on Monday tossed a bid by losing rivals to freeze the $2 billion Springfield deal. Judge Michael Hodge denied the request from Springfield auto magnate Jeb Belize and real estate developer Dinesh Patel, who had accused the state of steering the contract to an insider consortium riddled with political ties. The winning team, Liberty Junction, includes Virginia-based FD Stonewater and Kojo Real Estate, the firm co-owned by Conan Harris, husband of the Boston Democrat who built her name in Washington, railing against the greedy landlords. One of these companies was not even real anymore. I don't remember which one, but when we were reading the previous articles the last time this happened, one of these companies didn't even have their company in standing anymore. So it was really weird. It was really weird. The firm co-owned by Conan Harris, husband of the Boston Democrat who built her name in Washington, railing against greedy landlords. Suffolk County Construction, run by Boston power broker John Fish, is the general contractor. Mass Daily News flagged the Pressley family's stake in the deal in July when the contract was first awarded. Springfield deal is only the latest windfall for a couple whose real estate empire has ballooned in the years since Pressley arrived in Congress. Financial disclosures show the family fortune went from a negative net worth in 2018 to nearly $8 million in 2024. The couple picked up a $1.1 million Martha's Vineyard rental in Edgartown in 2023, the same island town where former President Barack Obama has kept an $11.75 million estate since 2019. All told, the Presleys now own at least 5 rental properties in Boston, Edgartown, and Fort Lauderdale that collectively bring in roughly $350,000 a year. Harris, a convicted drug trafficker who served 10 years in federal prison before marrying Pressley in 2014, I'm so shocked, founded his consulting firm Conan Harris & Associates in 2019, the year his wife took office. The firm reported between $100,000 and $1 million in revenue in 2024. It's kind of a large gap. What? At a Marquee campaign event in Roxbury Community College over the weekend, the woke congresswoman told the Boston Herald that she and Harris keep our finances and everything completely separate. She added that she is proud of Harris, whom she called the American Dream. And the American Dream is just get a corrupt wife into Congress and then ride on her coattails to get free money that she's laundering out of there through shady business dealings. That's the American dream, I guess. The plaintiff's central conflict of interest claim focused on the Harris business partner John Barrows, who became interim director of the Massachusetts Convention Center Authority in January 2026. Members of the MCCA board, including Governor Maura Healey's budget secretary, also oversee the state agency that awarded the courthouse contract. Hodge found myriad difficulties with the plaintiff's conflict of interest argument, ruling that they had sued the wrong entity and offered no legal or factual support for the claim that Barrows improperly influenced the process. Barrows' attorney announced last month that Barrows would divest from the project because the significant public benefits outweigh his personal interests. Harris himself has not publicly commented on his stake or whether he too intends to divest. The underlying lawsuit remains active. The losing bidders vowed to fight on. In a statement Monday, Belize and Patel said their claims remain very much alive and pledged to pursue every available legal avenue completely and without hesitation. They said that Springfield residents deserve a full airing of the facts and circumstances surrounding this procurement, and they deserve a process that is fair, complete, and complies with the law. Healey defended the award, and Liberty Junction's bid was high quality and $300 million below the next lowest offer. The governor said. State trial court leadership praised the 6-story design for its natural light, transit access, and thoughtful layout. The existing Springfield courthouse, built in 1971, has been dogged by years of complaints that it is mold-infested and making people sick. How does it serve public interest? That's a great question. I mean, obviously, if it is mold-filled and causing people to get sick, it should be renovated.